Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of a Let's Play Some Starfield! It is Quill18 Space Trucker Edition. We are currently trying to track down an anomaly, a very large anomaly sensor, which I think might be our temple. Which is very interesting, because we're sort of starting to catch up to where I am on my main character, even though my main character is, I think level 28.
Beginning landing cycle.
But I did the main quest quite late. I did a bunch of the faction stuff. I went through, what did I do? I did all the Ryujin stuff, which was quite entertaining, but doesn't really vibe, I think, for Space Trucker Quill, which is one of the reasons to slow it down. Yeah. All right.
If you need to harvest any organic materials,
yeah, look for distortions.
now would be the time.
We also have a map marker, but wow, there's a lot of plant life around here. Right, we've been to this planet before, so we've got some partial scans on some things. We also might be in a different biome. There could be different plants overall. The risk of damaging my lungs. There you go. I think we got out of there quickly enough. Copper. Well, yeah, look for distortions, so there's distortions that way. I guess we don't actually have a quest marker. I hadn't realized. Oh, or we can see the anomaly that way and go to it. Although that might not be the anomaly. Oh, and one of the other things is when you're a planet, some of the stuff you've got to scan is up in the air. And you do have, I think, a much more generous range. You see, you look at these guys. That one's 43 meters away and we scanned it. There's stuff in the seas as well. And again, much more generous range for scanning of those. Good, because otherwise it would be quite annoying. I'm encumbered? Really? Did I not? I guess I didn't dump my my inventory in the ship, but
I keep whatever you keep.
That's not the deal, but here, have a whole bunch of rocks. Have some of those. I still have too much stuff. I mean, I guess anything I don't have currently favorited, we can just go and drop over there. Okay.
Until next time.
And I want to do more surface scanning. Some sort of living critter around making some funky noises. And I'm not mining all the copper I go by. I guess I really don't have to worry about collecting fluorine. Wait, I need to scan you. Although you're already flagged as an enemy, so...
What does your scanner reveal?
Oh my god. So many scannables. Did I already scan you? No, there we go. No, 100% on those, which is nice. Yeah, we are getting distortions that way. And again, it does have the little anomaly. So I'm going to assume we're going in that direction. Maybe last time I just randomly landed close enough that it showed a quest marker immediately. I don't know. Yeah, so we are getting those little distortions, so... I'm assuming this is the way I'm supposed to go. Although, we've also got that structure over there. Oh, hold on. This is the one. This is where all the Fritz is. Okay, that's a random anomaly on the surface that we can go and visit. But this is the quest thing. Okay. We're getting like Geiger counter sounds. So we've completed this biome for flora. We got a neon spot over there. I wonder if there's anything else nearby. Neon, argon, and water. I wonder if just while I'm here, if I should just drop a beacon. I can always come back and pick them up later if I'm unhappy with it. Scan booster extends range your scan around your outpost. Try building one. Well, I don't know. Maybe maybe that's actually... Does that actually increase the range at which we can mine? I guess that's quite good. How come I'm not getting my... That's weird. Neon, argon. Technically water, but turns out that maybe not as relevant. Since we can get that pretty easily. I don't think we've scanned you at all. Oh my god. So, from what I've heard, people have noticed that planets with like you know, assuming it's got multiple life forms, will have like a prey species, a predator species, and a scavenger species. You know, and potentially like more than one of each, I suppose, but there are actual 3 classes of critters, which is very neat.
This is what we have been looking for? It is... I do not have words.
Alright, gotta kill some of the local wildlife. Ooh, spices. Use spices. There's one other dead critter. There it is. Alright, let's go. Woo! Those look really awesome. All these floating bits of rock. The entrance, if it was what I remember, is like, yeah, sort of between these 2 slabs. There we go. Actually had a tricky time figuring that out last time. And also I was like, okay, but I can't go through here. There's nothing to activate. I'm so confused, but you just wait. Then it finally reveals the door. But I was really confused the first time. Temple Edda. Now, I'm thinking I did find artifact Edda, or Ada, and I think it was potentially on this planet. Whee! And now we're in anti-grav mode.
Those rings, are they moving? They seem to react to us.
And then I was actually stuck here for a long time the first time I came here. I'm like, okay, maybe I still get my scanner out here. I'm like, there's not really anything to scan. There's the occasional little blip of static, but not really anything. And it was like so much random flying around. This doesn't even look like those are interactable with, those little glowy spots. So it turns out, as far as I think, if you whack your way through here, this might be the thing, like these rings down here will turn sometimes. I don't know if they're locking into place or it's happening from doing things or the things in the middle are spinning more. Like, I wasn't really feeling the feedback, but I finally did realize, okay, these things keep showing up and they do go away when you go through them. But I was probably 10 minutes in here. But yeah, there's a little thump when you go through. And I haven't actually noticed what's going on, but I think these discs are spinning more and lighting up more. Maybe when I hit this, there's more sparkles that get added to the inner discs, but... Still gonna go and say it's not the world's most obvious interaction. But yeah, see this is spinning faster and faster and faster. Yeah, I kept just trying to like use my scanner to try to figure things out. There's a door on the opposite side. So like I went through there, but it just leaves you outside. There's just 2 entrances into this temple. I was very confuzzled.
That has done it. Look. The center of the ring.
And this is giving me such No Man's Sky vibes. Such No Man's Sky vibes. And I don't mean that as a good thing or a bad thing specifically. Actually, potentially a good thing. Like, it's a cool bit of No Man's Sky. And I don't think it's copying. I mean, it's very sci-fi tropey. And there's nothing wrong with this. It's very cool. And I fully expected to appear on a random alien world somewhere after all this. Now we're getting... Okay, that was definitely different than just touching little artifact pieces. And then it pops in here and I'm like, oh my god, where are we? And then I'm like, oh no, we're just right outside. Equip your new power. Tab. Powers. Equip anti-grav field. Cost 45 power and I have 60. And I have a skill point. Which I don't know what we're gonna do with. Again, I kind of want to get to weapon and spacesuit engineering. I could get a second rank of surveying, but I don't think that's very handy. What I'll do, since I haven't finished this, although we might want to, I might just get a level of medicine. I don't know. I kind of want to just keep going down research methods and getting more discounts. It feels like the health packs heal a fair amount since they're percentage based and relatively quick. I might just go and do some crafting to finish up research methods and then put another point in there and then just keep working up. We'll see.
Are you alright? We need to get you back to the lodge.
And then use Z to use my powers.
Your abilities are
Makes an anti-grav field, and I don't
truly amazing.
I can't really like feel the difference in like jump ability from inside and outside the field. I don't know what it does yet. I don't understand the powers. But we'll return to the lodge. We'll double check that we have the well-rested trait for max HP. Well, we could get a little bit more with the food, but we haven't gotten to a position to craft everything yet. Every planet experiences its own local time. Yeah, I like it when you do sleep. It sleeps for 1 local hour, but it gives you then the difference universal time, which is interesting because you'd think you'd sleep for like an hour of universal time.
We are fortunate that Walter has used his considerable funds to maintain the lodge, are we not?
Crix's bones. Look at you.
Okay.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna start doing some scans. Like,
Well, I wanted a nap first. I guess
We
you
were
should have
right
napped on the
about
ship.
Anomaly, weren't we?
It was a building like a temple.
An entire building generating a signature just like the artifact.
Vladimir, look at these readings. Cardiovascular and neurological levels aren't in the.
Well,
normal
listen,
range.
I think
my
we're
cholesterol
going
levels
to
might be a
need
little bit
bit of
high, but don't judge me.
demonstration. Mind putting the paces to it?
Oh, okay, cool. Not actually gonna complete the quest. I mean, I might still have the sleep buff anyway, but I'm gonna go and reset it regardless. Right here. See, 2 hours and 5 minutes universal time for 1 hour of sleep local time. So we're actually napping for variable amounts of time. That's okay. You want me to use my power? There you go. It's just my powers actually mostly involve
Everyone thought that,
spawning
right?
little stones that float
Like a
upwards
literal
rather than
gift
anything else.
from the heavens.
And also the most practical consequence of our little venture thus far.
Got no old shipwise for this one. Going to just call weird, weird.
Yeah, I agree. Also, your face has great expressiveness. A lot of the other characters' faces feel much more static. I was at the temple, it did this. I'm gonna use this everywhere. Need to keep this in the wrap. No one can know. I'm gonna go with 1. What's the temple?
So we have artifacts, a temple, and this power. All connected.
But we do not understand the connections.
I mean, a temple
We need additional
implies
information.
religious worship. There's no.
Can we
like,
find more of
It could have
them?
been. It's just a lab. It's just
Already picked one up from
a
the
monument.
scans.
It's just a whatever.
Matches another one of the artifacts we found. In theory, there might be 1 temple for each. But sifting through all the signs to identify a match is tricky. Impossible if we don't have the right artifact to compare. And even then, it takes time.
So yeah, finding out that there, like, and again, I took the long way there on my main character, and I've avoided reading anything about Starfield ahead of time. I had no idea you were going to get extra powers in this, right? It's like, oh, okay, so we're getting our freaking Dragonborn powers, right? We're getting our Fusrodas up in here. I had no idea about that, so that was a huge discovery to me. And I'm like, okay, so there's a bunch more mechanics to my characters that I hadn't explored yet. Follow up another anomaly you found. Hopefully, it's another temple. Yeah.
Don't think it's just fortune's laugh that this temple responded to you. The artifacts, the visions, this power you've gotten, all seems to be the same
And yeah,
song.
I don't know why everyone here isn't lining up to
Plenty
be like
to
the
think
people to
about.
try to get these powers.
Anyway, catch us.
Med packs, credits. Yeah, there you go. So that was a 400 XP
Your mom
quest, but we
dropped
got
by and
440.
nice chat.
Something
Yeah,
I'd like to
left his note
discuss.
for you.
I'm
You've
planning
been
a
given
grocery run later.
precious opportunity.
I get some things you like.
Seize it.
Oh, my
and
parents are
never
here.
Look back.
Did you see me use my powers? Mom, Dad?
I hope you don't mind, but I figured the lodge was just a gnat stop away. I just had to see it.
Oh, this place is everything I imagined. Do you know I dreamt of joining Constellation when I was a girl?
I can't imagine you as a kid.
Hey, I'm not that old, dearest. But I'll let your father talk before he bursts.
I was playing poker with the Dean of Engineering, and he had this collectible revolver framed. And when he heard you were in Constellation, well, we worked together to get the piece clean and restored. She fires beautifully now. We, took turns sighting it at the range.
I swear your father was acting.
You don't mind
like
if I
a
sell it,
school
do we?
Kid.
As I was saying, may I present to you Sir Malcolm Livingston's personal sidearm. All the special modifications just as he left him. He was chair of Constellation about 50 years ago. Anyway, it's yours.
I don't want to say I'll treasure it. You really shouldn't have. Must have cost a fortune, which I'm paying you.
It was a gift. The Dean and I go way back, and he's a bit of a fan of
Okay,
Constellation. So it was just a labor of love for both of us. Well, we'll let you get back to it, but, Miss Noel said we could look around a little first.
Alrighty.
Ms.
Well-
Noel, would it be all right if I brought cookies next time?
Ooh, cookies.
Actually, Mr. Cookies. What type?
Snickerdoodles.
That make a mean snickerdoodle.
Makes a mean snickerdoodle.
Yes,
Shut up,
I,
Vasco.
Think that would be quite all right.
Excellent. Let's pop downstairs. We do still have to craft a couple more unique things. If we want to advance things. That includes weapon mods. I don't know if we really have access to anything though. I mean, I could degrade that, which is what I want to do. Need neon for that, although we technically know where we can find neon. Yeah. Yeah, mostly we're just still missing some key stuff. There might be some other things I can craft. Oh, I wonder if pharmaceuticals would count to advance that. I think it does. There you go. Let's craft one bandage.
Something for personal use?
One
or for
immobilizer.
sale?
There we go. I don't remember if I've saved the skill point. I did. Cool. So I'm going to go and unlock the second level of research methods. So mostly what I'm just trying to do is get to the next tier over here. But you know what? We're going to research a bunch of things and we may as well get the discount for it. And that seems pretty good. And so now I have to craft more things, right? If I go and hit P again here. Yeah. 10 unique ones. And I think I can repeat the ones I've already done to progress through there. So I can do another bandage. Yes, no? I didn't see the pop-up, but I think it only pops up for every so many. Yeah, see now we're into 10. Good. So we'll do an immobilizer. Apparently I can make a snake oil. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there's the pop-up. And then I am out of things I can do here. Can I do some more cooking? I actually don't know if it's connecting to my ship. I'm actually wondering if the answer is no. I'll make a yellow splash, a grilled cheese sandwich, alien sandwich, an alien scramble. Now, the industrial workbench doesn't count. But yeah, Constellation mission board. I mean, I don't think there's any real... Wow, that's a lot. Locate charred ecosystem. That's a decent amount of cash for some exploration of something I'd probably like to do. Urgent Tectonics. Survey. See, that one's really cheap. Like, we might just end up going there anyway, but I'm not sure. See, I don't think there's anything for the industrial. Yeah, no, that's not progressing anything. I mean, we still get some XP for it, sure, but... But if I could do any changes... I need polymer. Oh, okay. No, we do need a skill for that. I was misreading things. Balanced. Entry level, okay. Oh, that's mod pack 3 I need it? I think the balanced is better than the basic. Power is like, uses a ginormous amount of your boost per jump. You jump very high per jump, but use a lot of the fuel. So yeah, better for high gravity. And then the skip, low duration, high intensity output, sacrificing boost height for mobility. Oh, this is mostly about a forward boost. Yeah, so I think balance is ultimately what I'm going to be looking for when I get a chance to do it. But can't craft it now. Anyway, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go and put a cut in here, and this is actually my last recording for the day. My voice is getting a little scratchy, so it's definitely time to stop. And so there's a chance that this is our final episode of Starfield here. do be sure to check the description box or pinned comment down below, or check the playlist for it to see if there's more. Again, it'll depend a lot on, like, well, what kind of views we're getting. If people are way into this series, well, then I'm way into it too, because I'm enjoying Starfield. But if not, well, then I'll just keep playing on my main character or something, and Dave the Space Trucker is just gonna relax in the basement of the lodge, maybe for all of eternity. Which is fine. You know what? It's safe down here. He's okay with it. So anyway, thank you for watching as far as we got. I don't know what episode number this is, but I appreciate you very much, and I'll see you next time, whatever that may be.